Now, the question comes, is thinking natural or forced? What do you say? How many hands for, is it natural? Yeah. How many say it's forced? Both? Okay, when it is forced, when do you feel it's forced? You go at first? Except thinking, yeah, thinking more, too much about anything, yeah? Mm. Mm. Yeah, yeah. I will not say it's a forced, I'll say it's a controlled thought or a guided thought. Or, yeah, you're basically trying to control it or guide it in a particular direction. Who was saying more forced? Why do we say that thinking is forced? Anybody? Any more answers?
Wait. Anyone saying something, raise their hand so I can pass them on. Yeah, so ulam people.
Conscious way of doing, like conscious way of doing thinking, being aware,
Yeah.
but push yourself in the right direction. It will be forced. Natural would be definition. Everyone have their own natural. Someone has negative, someone
Yeah.
has positive,
Yeah.
someone has neutral state. So everyone has, but forced way, I believe, so that would be that.
Okay. It's right. So, what do you feel? How much thinking is natural during the day? If I say out of 100, what you will give the percentage to? 80? More? More? Maximum time what we are doing, we're just naturally thinking because that's what we have brought up like that. What will happen if I stop thinking? Can I stop thinking? How many say yes and how many say no? How many yes for can I stop thinking? Any hands? We can reduce but not stop. What about you? I saw your hands up. Just use the mic. Thank you.
Yes, you could. If you like completed meditated all the time, then you could stop your thought process for very long time. Um, Also, if you're not conditioned into a world of thinking, then yeah, I don't see why you couldn't stop thinking.
It's a whole another aspect to actually go into it. But if you doing the meditation right, what I have been doing for over 20 years or so, even in meditation, we are not stopping the thoughts, but we are focusing it, guiding it in a direction and contemplating on it. So, okay, I can stop my mind, but then I should not go into what they call as nothingness state because that's a natural ability of the mind. It's a natural muscle of the mind to think. So it will defaultly come back to thinking state. So if I'm, it's good to try it out. You can make it happen for some short span time, but when you come back to the daily actions, then it will go back to the thinking pattern. But what we are trying to understand and explore more, can I have more and more controlled and positive thoughts in my thinking, no matter where I'm imposed? people, circumstances, situations, work, wherever I am, can I control, can I modulate it? That's our journey. To ask more questions about thinking, is it necessary? Not all the time, but sometimes. Yeah. Any more response? Is it necessary to think? Yes. In what situations you want to think? Okay. To plan, to organize yourself, you have to make some decisions. You have to think about it. Yeah. Anything else?
If you're if you're on autopilot most of the time,
Let him. Listen.
so if you're on autopilot most of the time, the thinking's already taken care of already. So it's only if you're trying to think of something that you're not in an autopilot, then you're gonna come to thinking.
Mhm. So we do all agree that yeah, it is necessary in some situations, in some yeah daily activities, but not always. So why am I raising it here? That when you are thinking something, ask yourself, is it necessary? And then think about it. I'll go more about it in the next slide. Second question to ask whenever I'm thinking anything, is it positive and uplifting? Sorry, both mixture. Because if it's not positive, then it will firstly make myself weak. We become more and more tired because of our wrong and negative thoughts. Not the work, but the thoughts which are with negative energies, negative emotions, that make us more and more tired during the day. So if I check next time, whenever I'm creating any thought, I have to ask myself, is it positive and uplifting? If not, I have to change it. The third question, is this thought coming because of any past trauma, any past pain, any past emotional trigger? The moment I'm thinking about any past situation, any past incident, if it is causing um, a huge emotional reflux of thoughts, that means I will eventually land into very low state of mind because I've allowed myself to go into free condition of that thoughts. So again, I have to check myself. If that's I'm seeing it's happening, I have to stop it there. I'm not saying you should stop your emotions to flow. It is okay if it is done in a controlled manner, in a healthy environment. Then you can deal with it. Otherwise, you may go into a low depression state. So if I'm doing it in a controlled environment, then it's fine to release the emotions. But I should not go into that unknown area or the gray area of emotions. Next question to ask, am I under any influence? Because when I am, my thoughts will go one after another very fast. You can't stop it if you don't know how to do it. Or if you have not practiced for a long time how to do it. Because that's the one pattern of your negative thoughts or when you're under in any kind of influence from people, from situation, from your work, anything. But when I'm in influence, my thoughts are so fast. Again, I will be feeling drained out, no energy to do anything, just because of those thoughts what I'm creating. So if I'm creating or if I'm in any influence, I have to come out of that influence first of all. And that starts with my own self empowerment. That's what we have seen in the time of COVID. What was external and how was I internal? If I was internally strong, no matter what was happening outside, I was able to survive. I was able to thrive. You know, in the same way, anything external can't pull me down. I have to have my self-esteem, self-respect so high that no matter what's happening, if I'm in that right state of mind, I can conquer any battle. I can overcome any situation, physical, non-physical, because it all starts with my mind. So many research they have done. If there is any pandemic coming on, more people die because of pandemic due to fear. That's again thinking, wrong thinking. So really I have to ask myself and come out if any influence I am having of to change my thinking pattern. Another question to ask when I'm having any kind of thoughts, is my heart clean? That's very important. This is a spiritual law. What I want from others, I have to give it out first. If I want love, I have to give love. If I want respect, I have to give respect. Whatever I want, I have to give it out first. So if my heart is not clean, I can't do this elevated work. And that has to start with my own self. Good wishes, pure feelings for my own self first, then for others. Because when I am secure, when I am safe, when I am calm, then I can control anyone around me. So next time when I'm creating any thoughts, let me ask these 5 questions. And if it's not, then you have to make it right. With me? Yeah? We will see how to make it right also very soon. Second is think less. As somebody was mentioning before, that what are our thinking patterns or what type of thoughts we are creating? It's past. What else? Future. What else? Past, future. The question is how much thoughts I'm creating for the present moment. Past is past. Future is yet to come. I'm anxious about it. It's good. But I can plan about it. I can organize myself. I can set my goals. But to go into anxiety, to go into worry is not right. As they say that past is a history, future is a mystery, and present is present to you from the universe, from the God, this moment, the power of now, as they say. So if you have any thought, if you do it right now in that moment, you will get 10 times more energy from everything around you. That's also called as law of manifestation, law of attraction. But how much am I paying attention in this present moment? As you all were saying, it's either past or future. Present is nowhere in our radar. Why? because I'm not present in the moment. Meditation teaches us this first aspect: how much am I in this moment right now? That's where all our journey starts. In this moment, what am I supposed to do? That's thinking less. I have to do, no doubt. I have to perform. I have to respond. But can I think less? Because the more I think, it will create so many repulsions, so many options, which may not be needed that time. So if I practice more and more this theory of this practice of calming self and just being in this moment, because then that's what we have to do, just be in that moment. And we will see one more aspect about it: with what consciousness I have to be in that moment, then everything will be done very smoothly. Because we can easily go into trap of ego, and it's not. Once I fall into that trap of ego, self-esteem is good, self-respect is good, but when I go into ego, what will happen? In Hindi, there's a good expression. It is called as abhiman. Ego is called as abhiman. When I say I'm in abhiman, I want everybody to understand myself. Meri baat abhi abhi mano. You understand myself now because I am right. Then all the shift happens, all the focus goes wrong because I'm in that ego. I will not listen to what other person is saying. Yeah. So I have to maintain that self-respect, that self-esteem, but not to come down in ego. But being in that moment, what is helpful for me, what's helpful for everybody around me. So yes, I have to think less about past and the future, but think bit more of the present moment, because present is like gone out of our radar. And because we are not present in the present moment, we don't see and appreciate many more things which are happening in our life. We wait for happiness to come at the end of the whole journey. Take a practical example. I'm earning a good salary, suppose, and I'm waiting for 30 days to get my salary. For any reasons, if I don't get my salary at the end of the month, what will happen? My happiness will not be there. I've been waiting for 30 days. Next 30 days more I have to wait to create that happiness. But if I was enjoying my 30 days, no matter what happens, if it comes, it's fine. If it not, I can wait it with positive attitude. But because I'm not in that present moment, I will not appreciate it. This is another principle coming up. The more I appreciate and acknowledge the abundance in my life, it will increase more and more. But for that, I have to be in that present moment. So one was think less, second was think right. Now the question comes, what is right thinking? They say brain is into two parts, left and right. Left is logical, right is more intuitional, more coming from the heart. If I just see from that perspective also, if I say think right, think from your heart. And you will only create very good feelings if you think from the heart. Because heart, what touches our heart? Love, peace, whatever are our core qualities, that is what my heart is yawning for, thriving for. No? So if I just think from heart, then it will be easy. Again, we were, I think, talking about a bit earlier also. Whatever thoughts I'm creating, do I have any control of it? Or firstly, do I have any choice? What do you feel? We do have a choice. Yeah. Is everybody with me? Do we have a choice? Yes. Yeah. So we all have a choice. So what's awaiting us? What's stopping us? They say there are three C's. I have a choice to create and change my life. But I have to first look at that choice and create right thought, create right steps to whatever I want to achieve in my life. But first is I have to choose. Choose between good and bad. Choose between negative and positive. Choose between waste and ordinary. Whatever thoughts I'm creating, I have to choose myself. Stop and choose, stop and choose. You have to exercise your brain muscle so much, then you can use it. But yes, we do have a choice. But again, I can see, I can tap into that choice when I am present in that moment. Again, when I'm thinking about what I want to create in my life, what I want to achieve in my life, that I will say it is thinking right. You're in right direction. But to go deep more and more in that thinking cycle and becoming anxious, becoming worried, becoming more and more afraid of what will happen if this, if that, if that, you know, that's not right. But definitely I have to create my goal, my vision of the future. That's necessary. So whatever I want to manifest, I have to. I mean, neuroscientists are doing a lot of research today, and they are saying whatever I want to manifest in my life, I have to feel that I've already achieved it, and just be in that moment, having those attainments in your life, and then you will manifest it more easily in less time because you are living in that moment, in that emotions, in that feelings. So, yeah, it's good to create a vision for you, a goal for you, and to keep on checking how much far I am, how much behind I am. Again, how many of us are perfectionists here? That this has to be done in this order. Are we perfectionists? Raise the hand. Are we perfectionists? I am, so I'm raising my hand. Are you perfectionist? Because if I am, then I'll be not thinking right. I will always want people to behave how I want to behave or respond or react or to perform as what I think. But what is happening when I'm doing this? I'm limiting my attitude. I'm limiting my approach. I'm limiting the possibilities of that situation, of that problem. But when I accept each and everybody as they are unique, as I'm unique, then we can co-create. That's we can co-create, we can harmonize with each other. We can create a respect for each other. So being perfectionist is not thinking right. Accepting, allowing each one of us to create and to flow. That's thinking right. So you can also make like pointers for you that what is in my control. If I ask you what is in my control, what is your answer? What is in my control? My thoughts. What else? Reactions. Yeah. From that, reactions of whom? Of my own self or for others? My own self. Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying? My attitude. Yeah. What else is in my control? Because if I know and if I choose to perform or to think only which is in my control, then I'm thinking right. And also we have to understand that who is actually doing the work of thinking? Who is thinking? Mind is thinking. Who is mind? Who is mind? What is mind? Control center. But who is it? What is it? Body? What happens if the body is dead, is died, is no more there? Can you still think?
No.
So where is mind? What is mind? Where is mind? Yeah, mind creates thoughts. But the question is, can I become a master of the mind? Yes? How? Sorry? Yeah? To some extent, you're right. Any more answers? Can you pass the microphone? Yeah?
You can become the master, but once you realize that you're the observer.
Yeah? Again, it needs a lot of practice to do that, to observe yourself. But yeah, as you were saying, when I recognize myself that I am the being who is actually creating and choosing the right thought, it's me. I am doing the role of mind in that moment when I'm creating a thought. It's nobody else. It's I, the being, I, the soul, I, the atom, I, the atma, whatever you want to give it a terminology. It's me who is doing that role in that moment. So when I understand myself, when I keep myself full of so much positive thoughts, then I will be doing the right thinking. Because I'm aware of myself, I know what I have and what is beyond my control. People are beyond my control. Situations are beyond my control. Other people's response are beyond my control. But what is in my control? I have to really keep an eye on it. To think before I respond, not to react. That's again the right thinking. I'm pausing myself whenever anything happening around me, and then I'm responding. You want to say something?
Uh, about the mind, actually, I want to ask, like you said, like right and left.
Yeah.
So right would be our uh, heart, and the left would be the logical one. So there's no heart; it's just like a left and right mind, but we just concluded like that.
Yeah, there has been a lot of research going on and still going on, I will say. But yeah, I was just taking that aspect that right is linked to the heart. So, and if you see, heart is full is that space which contains that seven qualities of what we are made up of: love, peace, wisdom, happiness, bliss, power. It's made up of all those seven core qualities. That's the heart. When I'm operating from that space, I'm operating right. Yeah. So I have to just be aware of my own self, be master of my own self, and then I can be master of my mind, because I'm choosing what I want to create. I'm choosing what I want to manifest in my life. So I have a choice. Also, I would like to add here three more C's. No to complaints, no to comparisons, comparisons, and criticism. Just say no to these three C's. Then you are right thinking. Because I don't know other person's story, so let me not intervene in that. It's their story, it's their karma. Recently, I also got to know one more spiritual law which is linked here. Even if I'm thinking about anybody else, I'm creating karma. That subtle law of karma is. If I'm thinking about somebody, I'm already creating karma. So what is required? I have to just think about that. No more, no less. That's right. So that's a good thought to take away here. If I want to do the right thinking, I just have to remember that I am the instrument and the divine, the supreme being is in charge, not me. Because when I take in charge, I mess up everything. But when I am becoming the instrument, then I'm allowing the divine to help me, to guide me, to navigate in that consciousness. I'm allowing him to operate through me. And I'm just leaving my ego apart. I'm just becoming his child, letting him play with me. And when I'm doing that, I'm automatically away from any kind of tension because I'm not in charge. He's in charge. I'm getting the things delivered, but still giving that ownership of profit and loss to him. That's right thinking. Who am I? I'm just his trustee, his puppet, his instrument. And when I do that, actually, I'm letting God do magic, letting the divine do magic because I'm building that trust, that relationship with him. He's just waiting for that small channel to open between him and us. He nothing needs anything else apart from that. Just that relationship between him and us, of allowing him to come into our life. That's how I see. So this is a good thought to take away for thinking right, that I'm the instrument and he is in charge. And the last part of the topic was feel light. Yeah. But only when I feel right, I will feel light. So, and this actually I was exploring it and interesting to learn more for myself that what is feeling actually? Who wants to just share? What is feeling? Any response? Any thoughts? What is feeling? Can I say how I what is whatever is my thought I feel, or this is right or wrong? What do you say?
I take feeling as a vibe, like if you're meeting with someone or if you're doing some activity, what kind of a thought you get. So obviously, if you get the right thought, positive thoughts, then you're feeling good. And if you're feeling negative or maybe comparison with yourself, then you're feeling bad, maybe negative.
Mhm.
So that's how I.
Yeah.
It's an output or abstract output of manifestations which are in turn created by our thoughts.
Mhm.
So if we think in a positive way, like I'm feeling right, manifest in a way, I feel light. So it's an output
Yeah.
of a series of thoughts which result into trying to manifest.
Mhm. Any more response? Anybody? Can you pass it? Thank you.
Just with the thoughts, yeah, you can, if you have certain thoughts, you can feel a certain way. But then I was thinking, if you don't have any thoughts and you do exercise, for example, you feel good, but there's no thoughts. You just created energy, and then the energy is all of a sudden making you feel good about yourself. So,
Okay. So actions is leading to a good feeling.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what you are all saying to conclude. Yeah.
I think feeling is emotion, isn't it? It's an emotion that it's an emotion. So you're not thinking. I think it's what you feel. So you may be very tired. You go somewhere
Mhm.
and it makes you happy. So it's a feeling, happiness.
Sorry, just passive mic here. Last. Yeah.
So there are two things. First thing is like what sort of thoughts we get in certain situation. First thing is that. Another one, the gentleman said, like doing some action, then you'll feel like going to gym or maybe exercise. That's, I think, so relates to your dopamine, because those activities give you dopamine if you do them. But I feel like feeling is more about thoughts, what you are getting in that instance. It depends on what activity you do, leads to some certain.
Okay. One thing I realized myself, well, everything is right in a way, but I've also noticed that sometimes when you're doing tasks that you don't want to do, even though you have to, and then you just think, why am I doing this? You do the whole task. When it's complete, that's when you feel happy. Because you've done something, because outputs are positive as well out of it. So the feeling will automatically get created, not just with thoughts, also the actions you perform as well.
So I'll just say here, in very short, that emotions are impure feelings. Feeling comes from the heart. And heart, as I was saying in the beginning, heart is that pure space. Say, for example, if I want to express the feeling of love, that feeling of love came first, but then I'm creating a thought how to express it. Yeah. The feeling was before, but then what I'm doing to cultivate that feeling of love, that is I creating the second thought. You can experiment more and explore more about it. Feeling is first, and then your thought is coming. So again, I can only create right feeling when I'm in right consciousness. Say, for example, if I'm getting emotional with anybody, love is good, but attachment is not right. It's again an impure feeling. Yeah. Because attachment will cause me pain. But if it's pure, that love, it will not cause me pain. It will help me to go with the situation. So to create right feeling, I have to be in that right consciousness first of all. And I may not have the power to do that always. That's why when I meditate, when I invite the divine intervention in my life, I allow him to give me that light, to give me that right feelings, what I need to create for my own self. So when I'm operating right consciously, with the right thoughts, with the right set of pattern, in the right aspect of my heart, with a very clean space of heart, then what will happen? What am I doing? I'm earning blessings every moment. That will be eventually giving me happiness and making me feel light. No? So think right, create right feelings. Let me get the power from the divine in meditation and let me keep him to the entire process. Then I'll be light. We have seen this first aspect. Again, Radhi Janki used to say, feeling great no matter what. Can I be the example? No matter what is happening, can I still feel great? Because if I'm doing that, nothing will touch me, nothing will affect me, nothing will affect my happiness. Because I'm in that feeling of great thoughts. It's not negative, it's not harmful, but it's helping me. It's also helping the situation. So that's another homework for you. Can I just think great, feel great? That will come from gratitude practice if you do that every day, every morning. So I need to do the shift of consciousness from the being conscious, from the physical body conscious to the being conscious. I am the master who is operating this body, operating the mind. Then I can create right thoughts. Then I can feel light. Otherwise, I'll always feel heavy. So I will just suggest few tools how you can improve and work upon your thinking. First is affirmations practice. Every day morning, take an affirmation for the day. That will help you to keep a focus for that day, especially with the thoughts. Second, meditation practice. Because every day I have to sit with myself in discipline. It's not a day practice. It's not a month practice. It's not an year practice. The more I go further in this journey, the more easy it will become for me to do that practice of stilling the mind, creating the right thought, being in that right moment. And journaling. If you have not done, I will say you should start journaling, because in that way also you empty your mind. It comes on the paper, and then you will just empty your mind. Before going to bed, if you want, you can do that. After getting up in the morning, fix some time and only just for that moment of time. Otherwise, you will do overthinking again. Just to empty your mind, what's going in the mind, just paper it, pen it down. And the fourth, as I've been talking about, gratitude practice. That will automatically change your thought pattern, bring more and more life in your own self, because I'm appreciating what I already have, not longing for something which I don't have, because we have enough in this planet for everybody needs. It's a famous quotation, I think, from Mahatma Gandhi or some, that earth has enough for the man's need but not desires. Okay, here I end my presentation and open the forum for any questions. Meditation we do at the end or in the beginning? Yes. Yeah. If you have any questions, you can ask. Yeah. Sorry? Okay. Okay. Sure. So let's sit back, sit straight, and just find your comfortable position wherever you are. Relax your mind. Relax your body. Just let go of any kind of tension, pressure, any heavy emotions if I'm holding on to. Just release it. Relaxing my entire body, calming down the thoughts. Let me hold on to this one thought. I am light. I am light. And as I say, I feel it inside. I see myself like a point of light, sparkling light, radiating light in all the four directions. Radiating light in this entire physical body. My mind is becoming light. My mind is becoming relaxed. I feel light right now. I feel light right now. I am light. Just let go of this physical body and hold yourself in this consciousness. I am light. I feel light. And I remind myself to only choose and create right thoughts. am the master of my mind. I am light. For this experience of stillness and light, in silence for a few seconds. And take your time to come back in this moment, right?
Thank you so much, Brother Chandan. I don't feel like interrupting the lightness of the beautiful session and the meditation. Would you agree? Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I really took for myself that in the space of a clean heart, we can all create peaceful, pure thoughts, not just for ourselves, but for the entire world. But because together we create a world that is light, right, and full of might. So thank you very much. And to continue with the services offered by the Wembley Inner Space, tomorrow we have in-house the art of positive thinking. So this will be on Wednesday, the 18th, and also Thursday, the 19th of September. And then every Sunday morning from 10 a.m. to 10:45 a.m., there is morning meditation, which is only online, and you're required to register for it. Reflective meditation is offered every evening on Mondays and Thursdays. This is in-house and online. So again, the generation of pure, clean, light thoughts. You're very welcome to use the quiet room here. You want to have your own reflective meditation. It is a unique space to be still, to relax, to be with yourself, to reflect. And our project for the week is a book by Dadi Janki, her thoughts actually in here. Think, feel, know, and enjoy. And as Dadi would always say, that we all know what is right, we all know what we have to do, but it is to put it into practice. And it's the practical application that makes it experiential. And that is what we need. So you're very welcome to explore the Inner Space books shop downstairs if you so like. And other than the project for the week, we also have, obviously, as you already know, a galaxy and a variety of goods that will help you on your onward journey. So thank you for being with us, and thank you to all those who are online. And we look forward to seeing you all again. Thank you and good evening.